Hey guys, welcome to the show. My name is Sheriff, and unfortunately my partner Chinon couldn't be here today. Cyberpunk 2077, live-action Tomb Raider sequel, and the Joaquin Phoenix Joker Movie. A sequel to the live-action movie Tomb Raider, starring Alicia Vikander, is in the works. While the film is still early in the process and no story details have been revealed, it's reported that two significant steps have been taken toward the movie becoming a reality. According to Deadline, MGM has officially dated the film for March 19, 2021, giving those involved over a year to get the Tomb Raider sequel made and ready for theaters. Additionally, the site says Ben Wheatley has been hired to direct the film. Wheatley has the movie's kill list and Free Fire to his name, along with episodes of Doctor Who and Strange Angel. Joining Wheatley on the next movie is screenwriter Amy Jump and producers Graham King and Elizabeth Cantillon. Naturally, Vikander will be along for the ride, reprising her role as Lara Croft. Production on the Tomb Raider sequel is expected to start in early 2020.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
This week, there has been more information on Cyberpunk 2077 with a bit of disappointing news for the fans that have been anticipating the game. Fans have been feeling indifferent about the game since they found out that CD Projekt Red is committed to first person in its upcoming role-playing game, that even cutscenes will be locked to this perspective. It marks a notable change for the studio after its work on the third person The Witcher series. CD Projekt Red explained the importance of Cyberpunk 2077's first-person viewpoint at E3 2018 and is sticking to it despite some early backlash. Marcin Momot, the global community lead at CD Projekt Red, recently reiterated the studio's choice. Achieving full immersion in a first-person perspective game is extremely important, he said in a tweet. The decision made by the team to go 100% first person in Cyberpunk 2077 is something that will benefit it greatly from the gameplay and storytelling perspectives. He adds that players will still see their created character in the inventory screen, during driving sequences, in mirrors, and very occasionally in some of the cutscenes. We can understand their drive for creativity and immersion, but with the absence of a third-person view in gameplay and cutscenes, there isn't much left to justify the in-depth character creation they have put into the game. Imagine taking 30 minutes to an hour to design your character and hardly get to see what they look like. Well, we will just have to wait and see what the game has in store for us. That's not all for Cyberpunk this week, as it's been revealed that there will be a multiplayer aspect of the game, which will be added post-release. According to source GameSpot, CD Projekt Red has finally come around to the idea of featuring multiplayer in Cyberpunk 2077. As far back as 2014, the studio said the game was definitely not a multiplayer shooter. Before producer Richard Borzymowski told GameSpot in an interview at Gamescom earlier this year that CD Projekt Red was exploring multiplayer modes. A tweet from the company's official Twitter account has now announced that multiplayer is officially in the works for Cyberpunk 2077, though you shouldn't expect it to be available on release day. Until now, the only thing we said about the multiplayer was that it was in R&D. As we're getting closer to launching single player for Cyberpunk 2077, we'd like to confirm that multiplayer is in the works. If you feel like lending us your skills, you can apply. The plan for now is to deliver Cyberpunk 2077 in April, then follow up with DLCs, which are free and single-player content. And once we're done, invite you for some multiplayer action. The second part of the tweet says, "We are excited for Cyberpunk 2077. However, with the latest changes and adjustments to the game's mechanics, we are hoping it doesn't turn out to be less than what we've been expecting all these years." Cyberpunk 2077 launches for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on April 16, 2020.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
From the movie world, The Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie is in its screening stage, and so far it has gotten a lot of love from critics. Many say it's definitely landing an Oscar for the lead actor that plays the iconic clown gangster from the DC comics. Some review sites like IGN have even given it a 10 over 10. An article by Christopher Campbell on Rotten Tomatoes titled, "Give Joaquin Phoenix the Oscar Already." In this article, the writer says Joaquin Phoenix could very well become the second actor in history to win an Oscar for playing Batman's greatest foe. That's the immediate critical consensus anyway. Joker, a gritty, Scorsese-inspired take on the titular DC Comics villain, debuted to rave reactions at the Venice Film Festival this weekend, especially for Phoenix's lead performance. Not everyone is buying the elevated comic book movie, but many are surprised at how good the standalone feature turned out. With a tomato meter score of 85%, the Joker movie is one of the highest scoring movies on Rotten Tomatoes in the inception of the current DCEU. Its critic consensus goes thus. Joker gives its infamous central character a chillingly plausible origin story that serves as a brilliant showcase for its star and a dark evolution for comics-inspired cinema. We here haven't had a chance to see the Joker movie yet, but we are excited to check it out when it comes out in theaters around us on the 4th of October, 2019. To round up with highlights, could this be the beginning of a game-changing DCEU? How do you feel about the recent changes in Cyberpunk 2077? Also, are you excited for the live-action Tomb Raider sequel? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and follow us. This is SY signing out. Peace.